Bayer CEO Marijn Dekkers joins me live from Leverkusen in Germany. Thank you so much for joining us. In terms of, the current situation, I just wanted to get an overview on how concerned you are by the debt crisis here in Europe, by the debt crisis in the US, and whether that deters you from either any acquisitions or from actually expanding and investing in new companies until you have a clearer situation that you can actually assess better.
Well, of course, we are following the developments, but Bayer is a company that is very innovation-driven, very long-term focused. We develop drugs and other products that take sometimes 10 years from inception to the marketplace. So we're very steady investing and not really too confused with daily news from Washington or Brussels.
Yeah, it's probably the best way to be. Otherwise, every day you'd be volatile and you'd be changing your strategy. Can I ask you about your various divisions and where you see the most strength? Because some of them seem a little bit weaker. So are you going to shift the focus to the ones that are stronger or readjust this balance in the coming trimesters?
Well, we were very pleased overall with our second quarter results, particularly pleased with the results in crop sciences, where the recovery in comparison to last year has been phenomenal. And so that's very positive. It's clear that the people in the world will need to be fed, and there is a lot of technology that we can apply to improving the yields of crops, and it's paying off, so that's going well.
Yeah.
On the healthcare side, we have, of course, pressure from the reforms, the healthcare reforms and generica pressure. And there the strategy is with the new product pipeline to get the growth back into that business starting 2013.
So what about, for example, the pharmaceutical unit? Because this may be one of your weakest points because of sales declines for your top drugs. Would you envisage any acquisitions in that division, again, to make the balance a little bit better?
Yes, you can always consider acquisitions, and of course we look at opportunities when they come along. But as I mentioned, the most important part at the moment for us is the successful commercialization of our new product pipeline. And that's what we are very focused on. And as I said, we think this will be paying off significantly starting 2013.
How concerned are you about costs going forward? What are you doing to actually reduce them? And how concerned are you about currency fluctuations?
Well, currency fluctuations you have to take in strides. There's nothing you can control, and we are globally positioned, so often these things balance each other out. But cost is an issue because, as I said, we are an innovation-driven company. It's very important that we continue to invest in R&D. And with the pressure on margins from generica competition and the healthcare reforms, this gets harder and harder. So we introduced a program last year where we say we want even more innovation and less administration, a restructuring program where we hope to save 800 million euro on an annual basis.
Mr. Dekkers, we only have 20 seconds. I just want to are you hedged on the currency market? And if you're not, why not envisage doing so?
Well, we're hedging a little bit, but not all that much. We, as I said, have quite a few natural hedges in the company because our production capabilities are so spread out around the globe.
All right, Mr. Dekkers, a pleasure to have you on the show. That was Bayer CEO Marijn Dekkers.